Every time you pay for a meal in Bangkok, transfer money on your phone, or sign a digital government document, you are relying on an invisible web of trust. But if the underlying cryptographic architecture fails, that entire ecosystem fractures in seconds. Transactions bounce, identities are compromised, and the digital economy grinds to a halt. Preventing that collapse falls to a specific class of experts, the professional engineer, or Saman Wudsawakan in Thailand. These are the authorized guardians of the nation's critical infrastructure. To earn this title, the Council of Engineers requires proof of 4 distinct competencies: deep technical knowledge, the ability to solve complex problems, professional leadership, and a strict commitment to social responsibility. Computer engineer Tanat Tong Ataisri operates exactly in this high-stakes environment. His work doesn't sit at the consumer app level. He builds and defends the foundational cryptography and public data pipelines that keep the country running. True engineering mastery at this scale demands a rare combination. You need the technical skill to architect massive systems and the ethical courage to defend them against failure and exploitation. Let's look at how this plays out across an entire country. Thailand relies on a national public key infrastructure, or PKI. PKI is a system of digital certificates and public key encryption that verifies the identities of websites and users, securing everything from e-government services to online banking. The Electronic Transactions Development Agency acts as a primary certificate authority, but they faced a massive risk. If their systems didn't strictly align with global standards, web browsers worldwide would label Thai digital certificates as unsafe. Stepping in as project manager, Tanat executed a rigorous gap analysis. He mapped Thailand's existing certificate policies against the Web Trust criteria. He identified the technical discrepancies and translated those gaps into a feasible compliance roadmap for the development teams. By bridging international cryptography standards with local engineering reality, he ensured that Thailand's digital economy remained securely connected to the global internet. While the ETDA project secured trust on a global stage, engineering precision is equally critical at the individual level. The Student Loan Fund manages hundreds of billions of baht, directly impacting the financial futures of millions of students in Thailand. When the State Audit Office reviewed the fund's legacy systems, they found discrepancies in how loan balances were being calculated across millions of highly sensitive accounts. Tanat architected a multi-layered ETL pipeline with a strict forward compute, backward verify logic. The system calculates an installment schedule moving forward, then runs a reverse calculation. If it detects even a 1-cent anomaly, it triggers a hard lockdown, stopping the data flow entirely. These measures ensure the financial lives of millions of students are protected from the systemic errors that could otherwise derail their futures. Writing flawless code and architecting data pipelines are difficult tasks, but standing up to intense institutional pressure requires an entirely different kind of engineering strength. During a major procurement phase for a digital platform, Tanat reviewed a proposed terms of reference, the document outlining the technical requirements for bidding vendors. The specifications contained a massive logical flaw, packing 30 graphics processing units into a single server node. Cramming 30 GPUs into one node creates a severe data bottleneck, clearly structured to lock out competition and favor a specific vendor. Operating as a committee member, Tanat filed a formal dissenting opinion. He used objective, vendor-neutral technical facts to expose the flaw and block the restrictive procurement process. Professional leadership means utilizing undeniable technical facts to fight restrictive practices. By refusing to sign off on compromised hardware specs, he protected the organization's integrity and safeguarded taxpayer funds. A globally trusted national PKI, a mathematically flawless student loan pipeline, a vendor-neutral procurement ecosystem. These achievements directly map to the Council of Engineers' core frameworks. Tanat applied deep technical knowledge to international cryptography, solved complex problems in massive data architectures, demonstrated professional leadership in procurement, and upheld social responsibility by protecting public data. These 4 frameworks provide the active technical and ethical defenses required to maintain a nation's critical public infrastructure. To operate as a professional engineer is to possess the ethical courage to say no to bad data, compromised designs, and unfair systems. It is the commitment to stand as the invisible guardian of a nation's digital future.